I'm recording this video after close of trade Tuesday, 17th of July 2012. Hope you had a good day's trading today. Well, one of those extraordinary days where we kind of have a pretty severe sell-off and then all of a sudden it reverses and just goes the other way. Benny B was talking, and I suppose people are trying to digest what he has to say. At this point in time, I feel as if I'm fighting the trend. We've had a chance to break down and we've not. We've had all these kind of psychologically important levels that we put in on the downside on the sell-off that we've had to date, and they've not broken. We've not kind of continued through, and what we had today was at those levels kind of bounced. Particularly the euro was extraordinary, the way it just kind of bounced on a number and just, I think we're back up above 122 or something. But so I've got to be careful that I'm not fighting the trend. If it wants to go up for a while, let's chase it up and let's see where this thing goes. On the indices, they've all kind of made cyclical supports kind of come in here. So here's the Nasdaq. Cyclical support kind of comes in. I know we've got these kind of Rambo patterns of weakness in the background, but what it means is these kind of lows today are incredibly important. So if we break these, we'll have a nice solid down trending move below those support levels. But for the time being, they're holding. So let's see where they go. Dow, same thing. Cyclical support kind of coming in here. This is S&P 500. The Emini chart shows exactly the same. Support kind of come in here, cyclical support. And then Russell, same thing. We're coming up here. Russell, it's almost like a bit of a breakout, and then resistance becomes support here, kind of bouncing off that support level and kind of going up. So let's see where this thing goes. In terms of trend, better X trend, yep. This thing's kind of trailing this stop up. So these levels here, the low today, the low a couple of days ago, incredibly important levels. But for the time being, looks like they want to drive this thing up. And we've got trend oscillators still kind of working in this kind of direction, kind of flipped to the long side. So let's see where this goes. In terms of today's reading, it was +6. What that means is basically it was a fairly neutral day, which is we had a huge sell-off and a huge rally. So the net effect of that is kind of a zero type reading, which is what we got. I'm just kind of wary of this in the background. So I'm not calling a top in bonds because that would be foolish, the bond market, and I think we will have some troubles ahead, and rates will go down, continue to go down to record kind of lows. But for the time being, daily chart 30-year bonds, we've had this exhaustion selling, buying move, exhaustion buying, all these blue professional bars. We've not been able to get through here. Pull back to end of trend. We've had our bearish divergence come in, and you can see on the retrace on the way back up, Rambo patterns into this end of trend. Another kind of exhaustion buying signal, led by the amateurs at that point. That's a fairly unstable pattern, and so just think we'll see a little bit of weakness here. So not kind of calling this a top of the bond market by any means, but just saying, so we could have some strength on the risk on charts and some weakness on the risk off charts. So it's a shame. I hoped we would have kind of broken through the support levels and gone for a really decent move to the downside, but at this point we've got to be sensible and not stupid, not try and fight the trend. Pound, same thing, daily chart. I was saying the other day how we were breaking through the support level. Well, it didn't go. I mean, this has been true of a whole bunch of different charts. We had these kind of support levels that were kind of key, and I was thinking, well, we've not made bullish divergence patterns on a bunch of charts, and it could be that we're making those bullish divergence on those weekly charts, and just the strength that we're having. Crude's another case in point, kind of starting to rally and so on. So it is what it is. In terms of the long-term charts, 40,500 tip-bar chart, exhaustion buying, bearish divergence, still got these important levels kind of up here. We made them again, exhaustion buying, bearish divergence, Rambo pattern, and that's what led to the sell-off kind of this morning. So we had a really decent move to the downside here, but then support kind of came in, kind of went away to the upside. So it's not as if blue professional bars kind of buying these lows. They did come in on the 4,500. You can see them there. Bang. All the professionals kind of coming in here, and we're making pullback to end of trend. That'll be kind of interesting there. On the 13,500 tip bar chart, there we go. Blue professional bars kind of coming in at those lows. So and today is kind of interesting. We had this little kind of pop and drop. We kind of tried to break out initially at the beginning of the day. This is the beginning of the day. This is the close yesterday, kind of after hours Rambo patterns, and they kind of took us here. We'd broken above resistance on the 500 tip bar chart, and I thought, well, that's fine. If they want to take us to an exhaustion move and then kind of pop and drop, we'll kind of jump on board. So I got long 54.50, but then the thing just reversed, went the other way. Blue professional bars kind of came in, and by the time I kind of could see the writing on the wall. I was out with a 1.5 point loss, which is fine. Just went immediately short at 53, and this move was kind of nice into the Bernanke speech. Took out 1.5 points there, but then lost my nerve a little bit just because the speech was kind of coming out. But then as soon as it came out, bang, the thing just fell like a stone. So jumped on board another short trade at 49, short at 49, which wasn't a brilliant entry. It was kind of down here, but the thing was just moving so fast. You kind of knew it was going to continue down. So got another 4 points there. Tried to go short a little bit earlier, another half point loss there, but then last trade of the day for me, short at 46.75, which is a nice move. I think it was around here, and was just waiting for the blue professional bars on the lower time frames kind of came in on the 500 tip bar chart. There's a whole bunch of them kind of come in here, bang, the thing just fell like a stone. Got out at 43.75, which was just before, I'm always getting out just before it just really lets loose and it just completely collapses, and then the moment I'm kind of getting out, the thing just went bang to 40. But anyway, so that's kind of the bottom for the day. Look out for these exhaustion, bullish divergence on the 1500 tip bar chart. They're really important. This one is getting the move going. This is just showing the strength of that selling down activity. So we have, Rambo pattern, a little bit of a bounce into pullback to end of trend, but we've not seen exhaustion selling on the downside to end this move. So that's early. This comes in, bullish divergence kind of comes in, and then we kind of race away to the upside here. So all in all, interesting day for me. 5 trades, 6.5 points. Very happy. Yesterday was a neutral day. 2 trades, 1.5 loss, 1.5 gain. Yesterday was an extremely slow day. When you see the market moving really slowly, and it was incredibly sluggish, just know that that's going to be a tricky day. It's going to be a low range. It's going to be frustrating. So for me, just get out at break even and just call it quits is the best kind of strategy. Anyway, so getting this video out late, apologies for that. I'll tag on one of these trades and hope you traded well. 46.75. Short 46.75. Let's try this again. Just kind of come back up to another level, up to 49s. Just conscious we've not made a proper pullback to end of trend. So, and we need a decent amount of selling on a left shoulder. I think this is just getting this move going. So because we're through here and on the 4500 tip bar chart, still think there's some energy on the downside to go. So another amateur down bar. Let's see if the professionals kind of pick it up around 46s like last time, or we just let it go through. We just had exhaustion selling on the 500. Support came in, blue professional bar, blue professional bar here, and just waiting for this support to be made. Pull back to end of trend on 1500, just hoping for another kind of push through. Possible we'll see a change in trend after this. Certainly lining up with support on 13,500, but I thought we need a decent amount of selling first. No blue professional bars yet on 45, so I still think we're gonna just try down again. Okay, there we go, end of trend's gone off here. Now at up bar, just back to entry point. Looks like we're breaking down some more. A whole bunch of blue professional bars kind of came in, breaking the lows of that. Didn't break the high of that blue professional bar 1500, which would have been a bad sign. So yep, so okay, blue professional bars here, blue professional bars kind of coming in here. Got my target set at 42.75, but all I'm looking for is a couple more. Let's just wait and see. That's the first blue professional bar on the 4500 tip bar chart. Those lows, let's just see. Okay, so we're kind of continuing down here. Must admit, tempted to get it out at 43s. Then we got minus 6,000 on better momentum, 1500 tip bar chart. Exhaustion signals here. I suppose this is going to come in at some point. The resistance on 4500. Yeah, just pulling the target to 43.75. Let's try to get hit. Just out 43.75 for 3. Good. So what is that? 6.5. 5 trades. So losing first trade, went long, short. winning 1.5 points, but then I got out way too early. Market just went south after Benaki and picked up another 4, lost a half point, and then another 3. Not too bad. Of course, now it's coming down to 42.75. Yeah, there we go. The original 4-point target, minus 12,000. So just got freaked out a little bit there. Never mind. Still good. And where's this going to go? Don't know. Higher time frame tip bar chart, 40,000 tip bar chart. Yeah, this is similar thing. Exhaustion, bearish divergence, rainbow pattern, and then rolls over. So we could be seeing, this proper move. Benaki disappoints. Well, literally just a couple of minutes later, and the thing's down at 1340, so it was another 4 points easily in this. Should have held it, but just as I start to lose my nerve, then all of a sudden the market just collapses. Happens so frequently, just at that point where it just kind of starts to capitulate. I was just kind of getting out there at 43.75. So, and then you see kind of the pro-signal exits kind of come in, the bullish divergence kind of come in, pull back to end of trend on the 500 tip bar chart, at the end of this move. And, all the blue professional bars coming into the 4500 tip bar charts, they're picking up as it comes through these lows with exhaustion selling. So here is where we'll get the bounce at 40. So, there was another, 3+ points in it. So, damn, but, still a good day.